What if everything you see and experience around you isn't just out there? What if it's a living, breathing image representation of you? Tune into your own story just for a moment. Maybe you're thinking about that argument you had, or a moment of pure joy. Maybe you're thinking about a persistent ache or pain that you've been feeling in your body. Or maybe you're thinking about a subtle, nagging worry. These are not random experiences. They are undeniable visual manifestations of the core emotional frequencies that you are holding in every single moment. We're not just experiencing life, we're actively painting it in every single moment. These image representations, born directly from your emotional state, are constantly building your unique story and shaping your entire experience here on Earth. This is how you literally create your reality. Think about this experience. When an external experience, like receiving a doctor's diagnosis, say with some sort of illness, begins to dictate your story, you start to identify with that image representation. We say or think, I am sick. And that identity, that internal picture, then paints more of the same. It's tangible because it is experienced, and it becomes believable because deep programming dictates often that external authority knows the ultimate truth. And then it quite literally becomes your entire world. Especially if it's like a chronic illness or a persistent pattern that keeps repeating itself. Like for example, a continuous arguing in your relationship, a continuous situation at work. Whatever it may be, you know your story. I've walked this path too. I was diagnosed with an untreatable epilepsy and heart condition. I could have worn that identity like a heavy cloak, but I didn't. I also didn't invalidate the experience, because it was valid communication for my system, for my experience. It was a powerful prompt, but I understood that its power wasn't to define me. Its true purpose was to show me what I was creating. I was creating self-denial. I was creating non-self-love. I was creating detachment and disassociation. I was denying my own existence. I wasn't loving myself. But I didn't let those things define me. I took the communication and then I chose differently instead. Instead of wallowing in the illness and trying to dismiss it and trying to fight it and trying to beat it, I changed my thoughts into a radical story of health, a story of love, a story of presence. I wasn't focusing on my epilepsy. I was focusing on my health. Telling myself a story of undeniable wholeness. Every single thing that the illness communicated to me showed me where I was not creating the things that I truly desire and truly choose to experience. Can you see how all these things and all these experiences in your life is literally the keys to your creation, to your purpose, and to step fully into what you are? By working with my body instead of fighting against what it was communicating, and by consciously and constantly focusing my core emotional frequency, and by choosing different images and different feelings, I stepped into full health. Yes, it completely confused conventional medical understanding, but it was my truth and only I could understand it. And this profound wisdom is for you too. Not just for health issues, but for any dis-ease or uncomfortable experience in your reality. You created it, yes, but not to punish yourself. You created it to remember that you are the creator, and that you can choose again, and that you can choose differently, and that you can choose your own story. This is the ultimate empowerment. This is your birthright. You are here to create a life you love, not through dismissing what is here, but by bringing your awareness towards what you really choose to create. So ask yourself, what story are you truly ready to choose for yourself now that you remember that you're holding the paintbrush? You showed up to listen this far because deep down you are ready to create. What will you choose? That is ultimately up to you.